Hello, unique awesome people. So I just finished making my homework and my profile picture video. It's only been a few minutes. As you can see, I put a little water in my hair, I got my cleavage together, and I even have a little bit of eyebrows today. And it's just doing this to show you that within a few minutes you can really change up the way that you look. Now, some people may find that that's like ever so slightly, they don't even notice the difference. Other people are gonna say like, oh, I can totally see the difference. The thing is we all perceive things differently. We all have a completely different way of interpreting information when we see it. So you can't really go on your own instinct sometimes. There really is kind of like a recipe to online date. Now, the previous video was just about your profile picture. You may not be looking to date online. You may just be joining Facebook groups for polyamorous people to like learn more about what's going on. Or you may be going on to dating apps and wanting to actually create an online dating profile, and in which case this video is for you. So it's really important to weed out the people who you don't have compatibility with. So what a lot of people do, I believe it's foolish, dating not online and in monogamous relationships, is that they hold back a lot of the details that they may consider to be deal breakers for people. They hold back the information that they feel less confident about, and they sort of mask the things in their life that they, may consider to be making them less desirable. And they put on a front and they go out and they get theirs and they manipulate and trick people into perceiving them as somebody that they're really not. And that's not a very good way to start off, right? So my advice to people building a profile for the first time and sort of conveying to the world that they're looking to have their first open or monogamous relationships is to be extremely transparent, because really that's the only type of communication that works in these types of relationships to begin with. But also, you want to weed out the people that are not compatible with you to save yourself time and aggravation. People find online dating very frustrating and or discouraging, and or they're just not interested in doing it. They think no one online is taking it seriously. They don't believe they're going to have any results. I have personally met probably over 100 people since I was 20 online whose relationships with me I've taken very seriously. Some of them are romantic, some of them are just social, but I very much built those connections and cherish them. So for the people who don't believe that, that you can take them seriously, you're wrong. I've also met a number of people who have been married and have a long-term success rate with their marriage. The ones that I'm thinking of are monogamous, but the polyamorous community for me is a little bit newer, so I just don't have those long-term friendships built yet. But feeling like you're not going to be able to achieve a meaningful relationship from online dating is just a very discouraged way of looking at it. Now, when your expectations are extremely high, you can become discouraged very quickly. So the first thing you want to do is kind of like just take your expectations down, only devote a certain amount of energy and time to online dating so that you don't become frustrated and irritated and blame, your lack of results on the experience of that particular app, for example. But what's going to be very important is that you're putting yourself out there in a way that people can really easily connect with the unique specific things about you. So you're definitely going to want to be very forthcoming about the fact that you already have relationships in your life and what those look like, and that you're looking for additional relationships or a polyamorous relationship or an open relationship, and why. You want to write down why. What about it makes it appealing to you? And what about finding new people to connect with makes that appealing to you? You want to express that. You want to paint a picture for somebody who's extremely unfamiliar, who reads your profile and goes, oh, wow, this is crazy. But you want them to read it in a way that they can digest and understand and form their own perception of who you are and how genuine you are. And then obviously have the ability to maybe connect with you. A really great pointer I like to point out about Tinder, for example, is they let you connect your Instagram. And so when you're able to connect your Instagram, the final sentence on your profile should always say, in case we don't connect at a timely speed here, or perhaps I don't see your profile and we don't make that mutual connection, please send me a private message on Instagram to say hello, let me know that you saw my profile here in case I don't have the time to connect with your profile and maybe we missed the opportunity of chatting. If you're comfortable doing that. Now, if you're not, that's fine. But I think that that's a really great, just additional hack for connecting with people, and is something that I've done over the years. Unfortunately, Tinder has completely kicked me off for being a bad girl, but it's not what you think. Seriously, I don't believe I've done anything to breach their policy. And I know a lot of people, including the friend I'm staying with right now, who've been kicked off Tinder for no reason. So To the best of my knowledge, they sold a couple of years ago, and the new people who bought it, like their customer service just like went flatline. And there's like this artificial intelligence system that just deletes your account the minute anybody has something to say about it. So one of the other hacks I learned was don't add people, let them converse with you on a message and then not get back in a timely fashion, and leave those profiles kind of all sitting there. Because what will happen is, out of spite, people will get upset and they'll report your profile as fake or a bot or inappropriate if they don't feel that you've corresponded at their speed and their expectation, which is really, really unhealthy, but it goes on. So if you feel like, you know, you're not interested in somebody and you've matched, just unmatch them. That way they don't have the opportunity to report your profile for something inaccurate, which will later leave you to get deleted. So there's obviously a lot more to this conversation. You really want to think about, you know, putting your hobbies and the specific thing you're looking for, like, you know, just get down to the raw diggity of it. Like, what is your physical and emotional deal breaker? What are your physical and emotional, like, snap your neck, you're so excited, oh my God, you've been waiting your whole life for this. Think of these specific things and fine tune them in your profile so that somebody can fall in love with the idea of knowing you before you even had a message. If you don't write anything in your profile, no one is going to take you seriously. And you get to be the cool guy or girl who goes like, well, I didn't write anything in my profile anyway, so like, because I don't take this seriously, because I'm like way cool to think that this will ever work, so I'm not even going to bother. And then go talk shit about how the app's crap. Because if you don't write anything about yourself, nobody's going to have any reason to connect with you. Don't forget about the significance of the first profile picture, and of course the other pictures that you upload within there as well. Okay, have a great day, guys. I hope you enjoyed this.